hear a pin drop. Good evening, friends. Good evening, and it started already. Let me swap the goggles. There we go. That's better. Oh, I got a bit wonky there. Thank you, Rebecca. Good evening and welcome to Littleport Christian Spiritualists this gloriously warm and fuzzy Thursday evening. It is a pleasure to see you all here. And a great welcome to many familiar faces, a great welcome to some newer faces, and some faces that I've seen before, but not for a blooming long time. So welcome one and all to this, your evening of spiritual upliftment, laughter, love, and of course, proof of the continuity of life. And so, my friends, let us begin this evening, as we always do, by giving a huge, a raucous, and an uplifting welcome to our medium, nay, our friend who has joined us tonight. Give it up for the lovely Dawn Foley! In one. No, that's later for the raffle. Wrong show. I get in trouble for quoting wrong shows all the time. It's terrible. But it is an absolute pleasure to welcome Dawn back, and it's a pleasure to see you all here to share in tonight's love and laughter and healing. Before I begin, as ever, a brief update on our good friend, Reverend Alan, who many of you will know frequently gave us updates from the big screen on a reading. He is still poorly and is still in hospital. He does need your loving, healing thoughts. So please continue to send that love and that healing energy so that we can get him back up on the screen, giving me grief on a Thursday night, because that's where he should be. So please send your loving thoughts to Alan. But let's begin this evening in the traditional, very old-fashioned, but very spiritual way of opening this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, of hope, and of friendship, to bear witness to your proof and your truth of the continuity of life, the unity of humanity, and that love endures, and that love is the strongest power in the universe. We ask a blessing to be placed on each person here present, the friends and the families that they represent, and we ask that the veil be lifted and that those that work with Dawn, your instrument for this evening, come forward, give her aid, comfort, energy and healing and support in the work that she is about to embark upon. And as we place this service in your care and keeping, we make the statement as ever that everything we do is in love, truth and light. Amen. Well, friends, hello, you're right. One of the things that we always stand here and discuss before a demonstration, before an evening of mediumship, is who's going to do what? And that once upon a time, there were very strict rules about, the medium will do this, and the medium will do that, and the medium will do the other. And frankly, I'm not into that. And it used to, frankly, get on my boobies. Because I think that people should be able to express themselves in a way that they feel comfortable. I love spiritualism because it is open, giving, and allows people to express their own thoughts and feelings about what divine intervention really is and how it works, and about the continuity of life being expressible in ways that are unique to the individual. And so a service of mediumship should be the same. A medium shouldn't be enforced to do the opening prayer. They should be able to do one, but they shouldn't be forced to do it every time, nor the closing prayer. And whenever we come to the subject of the philosophy, the one thing I've noticed throughout the years and years of being involved in this church is that when the medium comes in and they say, "Oh, you do the philosophy, don't you?" And you say yes, their reaction is, "Oh, good." Because quite often people can't stand philosophy. And that's quite expected, understandable. But when it comes to the content of philosophy, it is essential that it is there, because it is only through the spiritual philosophy that people like Dawn and myself and everyone else here evolve their understanding of what spirit is. That's not to say, of course, that it should be a lecture. Trust me, I've been through a few of those in the past few days myself, and they ain't pretty, they ain't nice, and they never end well for the other person involved. Their mistake, not mine. But the point is this: the philosophy of spirit is within you. The philosophy of the Great Spirit is within each of us. And it is not my job, a medium's job, or anybody's job to tell you what you believe. It is not anybody's job to tell you that healing is X and mediumship is Y. You should and must be allowed to express your understanding of the world of spirit in your own way. That's why I love spiritualism. Yes, there are certain thoughts and understandings on what spiritualism is and what spiritualism isn't. But it's not a brick wall. It's more like a tiny little railing that people quite often jump over to get in, and occasionally jump over rather fast to get out again. But the point is that it is not something that is controlling, overbearing, apart from when I'm doing one of my long addresses. It's not one of these things that is controlling. And I love spiritualism because it allows the individual to express their own love of spirit. It doesn't matter, and in actual fact, I'll tell you a little very quick history lesson. When I used to go down to the churches in London in another role that I had once upon a time, that they'd never liked to see me wearing a dog collar now, but never mind. When I used to tour the churches in London every so often, you'd have people running it. They'd be there on a Sunday evening doing their demos and doing their services, and they'd be in the Catholic Church doing Mass on the Sunday morning. And it was fine. Nobody batted an eyelid. Nobody cared. All they cared about was the coming together, the unity of spirit, the brotherhood and sisterhood of the human family, after all. It doesn't matter what you believe, so long as you believe in something greater, nobler, and more powerful than yourself. And that you are a part of that power, that you are tapped in and tuned to that power. Because the one thing that I have learned this week is that the observer affects and influences the observed. You are all the observer of the universe, and therefore you influence and affect it, the world around you. But I know that someone who needs to influence something needs a tool to help with that influence. That tool, genuinely, truly, is love. Love that is unconditional, which coincidentally means without condition, which means that we can believe, feel, live, and love however we see fit, so long as it is the highest, noblest, and truest reflection of compassion, kindness, and love. Which is why every Thursday, for as long as there is a breath in my body, and you want me to be still here, we will have mediumship, we will have healing, we will have philosophy, and my God, I'd be in trouble if we didn't have tea and coffee and biscuits at the end. But an event, an evening, a coming together that is equal, honest, and for all, that is open and allowing of freedom of expression without being told the words, but that's not how we do it. The only thing we do is love, because it is the unconditional, eternal love of the Great Spirit and those that have gone before us that keeps them coming back on a Thursday night, because they ain't interested in the tea and coffee. They don't need it anymore, but we do. So understand one thing, if nothing else. You are the universe made manifest, trying nobly and strongly to work itself out. And you are exactly the right person in the right place at the right time, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So from Spirit, just keep doing it. God bless you all, and thank you for listening. And so now I'm going to rest my weary foot for a few moments, because we're now going to have a reading. And it's her first time, so be gentle and send her your love, as we now ask for our reading this evening from Debbie. So Debbie, come on up.
Thank you, sweetie. Hi, everybody. So I don't know why I volunteered to do the reading, but I did. So I was looking at different things on Google because I haven't got that many books. But I found a list. And I know we don't probably like to do things with lists, but these are just, this is called 12 Things to Remember in Life. And it says that the past cannot be changed. Number 2, opinions don't define your reality. 3, and very important, is that everyone's journey is different. And when you're going through a tough time, remember that number 4, things always get better with time, or they should. Number 5, judgments are a confession of character. I'm not too sure what that means, but it was in the list. So. 6, overthinking will lead to sadness. I do it far too often, but I'm learning not to do it so often. Number 7, and this is the most important one, I thought, is smiles are contagious. So when you're walking down the street and you see somebody and you think, you're looking a bit sad today, give them a smile. If you see something that you like about them, the nail varnish on their toes, the top that they're wearing, the necklace, I don't know, the jeans they're wearing, if you think that something's specifically nice, then why not mention it to that person? Because it will make them smile. And then it will make others smile. Number 8, kindness is free. It doesn't cost anything to be kind to somebody. And sometimes you need to try and look at things from a different perspective. And sometimes if you can be kind to somebody, then they pass it on. You only fail if you quit. I've recently just got a paid job, and I never ever thought I would get a paid job from the time that I was medically retired many years ago. And it's come, but I kept trying and I got there. Number 10, what goes around comes around. So if you're going to be nasty, if you're going to be bitchy, if you're going to be whatever, don't be surprised if it comes that way. But when you're loving and you're kind, it will also come your way at one time or another. Number 11, happiness is found within. So it comes from within here. And positive thoughts create positive things. So please, if you sometimes think negative, try and think of a positive. Try and do things that way, because it will make you feel better. Thank you.
For those that have never been before, we do things widdershins, back to front. Traditionally, I was always taught that you should have a reading and then the philosophy, and that the philosophy should follow the reading. But if Spirit are in charge, we can prove it. Debbie had no idea what I was going to say. I had no idea what Debbie was going to say. The observer affects the observed indeed. Thank you so much. Everybody, Debbie! Wonderful. I love the synchronicity of how we think we're in charge, but Spirit proves otherwise. Always the way. Well, now comes a very important part of this evening, and you'll be pleased to know it's another part where I shut up. The healing. We in this church offer hands-on or close proximity healing for anyone who wants it during the service, and this is the point it happens. So all those that are willing to offer healing under the observation of Tony and myself, get your backsides to the back of the hall because it's nearly time. And anyone who would like to receive some healing, please be ready under Tony's instructions to put your hands up. And so now I will say it is time for our healing service, and it's over to Tony.
That's not what I always say. Thank you. Fine. A fine array of healers already. Good. If you would like some healing at this point, just raise your hands and the healers will try and get to you. Okay. Sure. You got.
If you want to do that lady there, I'll come and do these two because it's not as far for me to walk.
No, sure. Fine. You're all right. Are we there? It's everybody who needs it got one. That's a strange thing to say at this juncture of the evening, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Good. Okay. Just a few words. Healers, prepare yourselves. Put your protections in place. Central to our way of life and the belief is the need and practice of healing. It transcends all walks of life. Power to our healers here, and send your healing to those who are not here, but in need of healing, whether in mind or body. For when we gather together and healing is asked for and given, the power of that healing is multiplied exponentially. yourselves back. And as I say every week, thank you to those who asked, because it is the most difficult question.
Sorry about that, just discussing the fact that this is my grandmother's walking.
So we better do something for you before the end of the night.
Is that a promise? Yes. That's why, well, God, yeah, definitely have teeth marks. They're probably SIDS. No, the teeth marks. That wouldn't surprise me, Barry. Well, friends, as Tony said, thank you so much to all of our healers. And thank you for everyone who asks for healing. It is truly the first step, and a very worthy one too. Well, my friends, now comes the moment. Cometh the moment, cometh the hour, cometh the woman. It is time in a moment to have our demonstration of mediumship from the wonderful, wonderful Dawn Foley. I'm so looking forward to it. It seems like a life's age since we last stood here bobbing up and down to our hymns that we used to sing. We had so much fun, didn't we? But this is a part of the service where we aim to prove the continuity of life, to bring forward the loved ones that we thought we had lost, but know that we have not, that they are ever present and ever here. A couple of important notes. Should you need to evacuate the building, your exits are here, and through here. And should the tables start floating and sliding and the curtains start twitching, you can follow me, because I'll be the first one out the door, because we don't do nothing like that. Even with that, I'll still be the first one out the door, because I'm a coward. But most importantly, please send your love, your kindness, your compassion, and your joy to Dawn. And should she come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. It's not that Spirit or she needs to hear it, it's just that we're all nosy and want to know what's going on. So please send your love and thoughts and give a raucous, uplifting, and long enough so that I can plug her in. Welcome to Dawn Foley!
Thank you. Thank you. I can honestly say I've never had an introduction like that. That was absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I know Nick said there's new faces. Has everyone seen a demonstration of mediumship? Is there anyone here who hasn't? Okay. So the way in which I work with spirit, I sense, I feel, sometimes I even taste something that they would be very partial to. Sometimes I do go direct, other times I just give out information. But what's really important, if you understand some of that information, do put your hand up, okay? I'd rather work with 3 hands up than no hands up. It's funny how there's just no one wanted to go in that front row. Okay, so, and as Nick said, yes, no, or maybe, okay? I don't give out any details that are really personal to you, so don't worry, okay? Some people are a little bit thinking, oh, what are they going to bring forward? Okay, so I have a lady with me, and I know as I start to work with her, my lady, I want to put around her 80s. I also know that with her, there would have been, I want to say shaking. It's almost as if there is a disease with her or something with her where I just feel there is a trembling with her. I know this is in the latter part, just before she passes. I honestly feel there is a form of dementia or vascular dementia. There is something with the mind that she's making me feel there, that there was a problem, confusion right near the end. I also know with my lady, she talks of 4. Okay, so there'd be 4 children or grandchildren that she had before she passed. Who understands my lady? We have a lady there, 2 ladies, 2 ladies. Lovely. Thank you both for speaking up. Would you understand all the information or some? All of it. Absolutely wonderful. All of it. I'm doing my job properly. So anyway, as I work with both you, you would understand that the person I need to speak to would have actually nursed her. No? Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for speaking up. Would you understand then? Would this be mum for you? Because I just feel I want to come over and get hold of you. You're okay, because I'm not going to do that. But I just know as I start to work with mum there, I need to apologise because she makes me feel, and you would understand the dementia, because that's very important. I just know, because this is where she comes in with an apology. I know there was things said that wasn't mum. Would you understand? I want to split mum up and Mrs. Dementia. Unfortunately, when they mixed, mum could be someone who she never was. And that would mean being more angry and just more, I'm going to use the word bitter, because that's the way she's making me feel. But I just know there that there's just this apology coming. Now, she never had a stick. Can you understand that? She's talking about the stick or leaning on something. That's the way. And I'm sort of picturing Nick, and it's almost as if she's not talking about that stick. But I just feel I'm either shaky and I'm holding on to walls and trying to get to the toilet. And I just know this becomes a great problem. Would you also understand that she has a fall? Yeah, because I just feel, but you'd understand one of these falls actually takes her into hospital. You understand that? Because I know while she's there, she's talking about her legs. And I know they weren't getting her up. They weren't. I almost want my legs massaged. You understand? And she's talking about creaming. So I know there would have been a creaming or almost just trying to get some life in them. Mum also had a problem with her circulation. Okay, because I keep thinking her hands are cold and her feet are cold. And it's almost as if I want to put extra bed socks on and I almost want to wear gloves because they're like ice cold, literally. And it could be an absolutely hot day out, but she's absolutely like ice, absolutely. So I know she talks about that. That is evidential information for yourself, just to prove, and I know you already know that this is mum, but I do like to get evidential information there. Do you want to come back to this apology again, okay? Because I know you done for mum what you could, okay? And I feel she's not saying your time could have been better used somewhere else, but I just know you've got a lot going on as well at this time. And I just know you're trying to juggle, okay? Because she's showing me, you know, the old plates with the canes that the crowds used to do this. This is what I feel you're doing, okay? And it's almost, I've got 6 plates up there. So that's 6 should, you understand that as well, good. It's just that I know she comes around, and I know at this time she almost makes me feel she needs a boost. She needs to give herself something more, okay? And it's almost as if she's just shining this light on you, okay? And I'm not saying you're going to perform, but I just feel there is something for you. If you haven't already started it, she makes me feel you are stepping out your comfort zone and you're going to give it a go. Okay, because she's applauding you. She's absolutely applauding you. Okay. I just feel mum getting a little bit emotional there. Okay. Because I can just feel my throat there almost going dry. And I just... Has there a child been born since mum's passed? Okay, you understand. Okay. Because the feeling she's giving me, I'm almost seeing two souls that blend. Okay, so the feeling she's giving me is that she had already blended with the child before it come here. Okay, because she's just, I'm seeing a tiny little soul and her soul. And so this is the like imagery she's giving me, and that's how I'm interpreting it. But she's comfortable with that, so she's absolutely delighted. But just are you connected, my darling? No? Okay. No, that's fine. Suddenly I'm talking to you, and then I'm drawing here, so I'm just making sure. So I just know. Sorry, I just know that as I'm working with mum, do you have granddad in spirit? Yes, because mum has just pulled in this gentleman, and he makes me feel he's your granddad. I will come back to mum, but I just know. Would you understand? There's just such a character with him. Can you understand that? I want to make you laugh. Okay, I want to do something funny to make you laugh. I don't know if it's his teeth or something else, but I feel my teeth are coming out, and it's almost as if, you know, he would either scare you with them or just make these funny faces, because I just feel I want to be smiling like the Joker, you know, and that's how he was, just to uplift you. He didn't like to see people with a face that was just down. Can you understand that? Because he's coming in again. There's a lot of, as Nick's done, the healing and the healers, but there's also a lot of upliftment happening here, okay? And I just know he's just surrounded you there with daffodils, okay? And for me, the daffodils, especially the yellow, is something of love, upliftment, and also joy. So it's almost as if he's sending you this joy, okay? I feel he used to joke with you, because it's almost, I want to say, well, come on in, give us a smile. Like, so I know he used to joke with you, okay? So just know he's passed these flowers, and they're for you, and I'm going to leave his love with you, if I can come back with mum. And I just know as mum's here, she's very, very proud of your next step, okay? She's very, very proud of your next step. Keep doing what makes you happy. Keep doing, and it's almost, I'm blowing kisses there. So thank you very much for working with me. Let me just get a drink as we come over this side. Okay. I have a lady that joins me, and I know as I start to work with her, there is a heavy, I believe it's the lungs, but there is definitely a breathing problem with her. I also know that she would have known of this, I'm going to use the word disease, but she would have known of this literally, I would say, about 3 years. So her illness and her passing wasn't quick. I feel this is drawn out illness. And I just know as I start to work with her, she just makes me feel I'm just very jolly, but it wasn't my time. I went too early, and that is the way she's feeling. Okay. Whoever I'm going to at the moment, she keeps showing me books, but let me get to my loved one first. Okay. Does anyone understand this woman as I've started talking about? I do feel there's a big problem with the lungs of the chest. This is either breast cancer or there is a lung disease. That's what I'm feeling. So I've got my lady at the back there. Right, okay, and I've got what? Okay, please keep listening. Because I just feel this person goes too young. Can you understand that? Okay. Would you understand that? Right, okay. I don't want to be over 42. Okay. Okay, let me work with that. As I say, this is my interpretation of the feelings and the messages that are coming from Spirit. They are not wrong. They are not wrong. It would be me. So I just know, how old was your lady? 55. Okay, so let's get some evidential information there. I just know as I work with her, there would have been a problem, and I want to take you back, but there would have been a problem because I know when she first goes to the doctors, they don't even think it's anything to do with cancer. Can you understand that? No? Right. Because what she makes me feel, we go there, didn't have a blooming clue. And then it's almost, this gets worse, because I feel there's a cough in there as well. Okay, that's how she's, I feel I want to clear something in my throat. Oh, okay, well, that's how she's making me feel. I know I need to clear something in my throat. So I just know that she keeps talking about the books. So there is either someone that has just passed college or just there, but she keeps talking about this ongoing learning. So someone is learning something new that you never used to do. Okay. Would you understand you do not have her ring? No, correct. So, but I know the ring is within the family. That's the way she's making me feel. But you do not have it. Correct. It's evidential. I'm just making sure I'm definitely with you and you understand that. Okay. But you would understand the breast cancer. Okay. And you'd understand that this went on and on. Yes. Right. Yeah. So I just know. Was there free shots? It's almost as if she may. Yeah. It's almost as if I feel I'm beating this at one point, and they've said something that gives me hope, and then suddenly it's almost as if I feel, and then we get results. So in her mind, she either just disregarded what was said first of all, but she's making me feel, then she gets the information. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I feel with her. It's like I give it 3 shots. So I just know there were times when she felt, or she was led to believe, either way, that she could beat this. And that's what was important. But she then gets to a certain point where she literally just knows this is it. You understand? And from that moment, she makes me feel it went far quicker than she felt, because it just went so long, and then suddenly the wheel went, and that's when she was ready. She was ready. So just know she done what she could. That's all she keeps saying. I done what I could, but I was just ready to go by the end. And she also makes me feel that there was I don't want to say a lot of people helping her. I feel the same people helped her. Okay? And I just know she's very grateful for that. You understand? Yeah. Because I know I have other family, and I'm not having to go at anyone, but I know I've got other family, but it's the same people that are there for me. Yeah. Okay. She's gone back to this book or this learning. I just feel something very creative, okay, within your mind is happening. That's how she's putting it across, okay? And it's almost something that has been hid for years. And this is this expression starting to come out. This is the real you, okay? It's almost, this is your destiny. Okay, and she just wants to let you know. You would also understand, I don't think it's been for some time, I've got to be honest, but she makes me feel that you she came to you in a dream. Okay? She makes me feel she came to you in a dream and you questioned yourself whether it was real. Did I see that? I just feel at the time there's a question within your mind. Did I dream that or was that? Okay, please just take that, and I'm sure they will elaborate on that. But I just know she wants to tell you other things have happened, and it's almost as if, yes, it's me. Okay, without going into too much detail, yes, it's me. Okay. She's just come round, and for me, she's put a cloak around you, and she talks of the confidence that is slowly coming. Okay, and she's laughing because she's saying they don't know you like I do, and when you get to that point, you are just going to be like a beautiful flower that opens. Okay, and she's just laughing. She's just laughing. You know, she's so happy. That's the way she's just making me feel. And again, I feel like I start coming around cuddling everyone. But thank you very much. Okay, I have a gentleman that joins me now, and I know as I start to work with him, I want to say, well, anyone's fairly tall compared to me, but I just know he's quite a tall gentleman. Again, I feel we've got cancer with him, and I just know, I want to say this is a self-taught man, okay? I do feel he had his own business, but I just know with this that we are talking about someone, I'm not saying he didn't go to school, but I just know he's almost learning on the job as well as he starts to blend with me a little bit more. It's almost I'm going around at the stomach area with him first of all. Go to the pancreas. There is. I just feel that it's definitely around the stomach with him to start off with. So who understands my gentleman? I do believe it's cancer. I definitely know I'm around the stomach with him. So it's got to be around the stomach where I feel it starts. I feel it goes elsewhere, but I am around the stomach area with him. Does anyone understand my gentleman? No?
I mean, I do think that could be my father-in-law because he had cancer of the stomach.
But it's here. That's what I got. Because I feel I'm swelling up. I actually feel I'm swelling up here. Does anyone? Not that I don't want to go with this lady, but anyone? Okay. Because but no, they decide who come down. So, but you understand the swelling up with him and the bulging. I almost feel like I'm just going like a balloon in the end. That's how he's just making me feel. Okay. But that's just the way he's making me feel. And you said it was father-in-law? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel he had I want to say a wicked sense of humour. I just feel very funny with him. But I feel a dry sense of humour as well, because it's almost, you might be doing something and he walks in and says something on the end of that conversation and people just start laughing. It's just dry. There's something about his humour. Right. Okay. Because I just know I want to ruffle your hair and I want to annoy you and just be, do you know what I mean? I just want to sort of, just come up behind you and start mucking about with your hair. And you was a blessing to be with. Okay. You understand that? You was a blessing to be with. And I feel, and I believe he's talking about the illness, there is something that was said by yourself where you stood up for him, and I'm not quite sure if this is doctors, I know we're talking medically, but I just feel you either pushed your husband or pushed for something or more care or to get him in. I just know he says you stand in his corner, so you fight for him.
I always did.
Okay.
Difficult man, so,
Right, yeah.
so, yeah.
Okay, so he's acknowledging that. Okay, he's acknowledging that. He would also acknowledge that he wasn't a good patient at all. Okay, he didn't have patience, you know. He's got no patience. He's laughing, and it's almost as if that's why they would send you in to talk to me. You see, because I just feel you had a way with him. That's what I mean. I just know that's why they sent her in, okay? Because you could turn something around and make him laugh. And he's going down memory lane, basically. And I just feel he could talk, do you know? And he had his strong views on certain things. And I just feel sometimes he would let people know his views on things as well. And what you see is what you got. He never sort of sugarcoated it at all. It was, that's what I think of you. Da, 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 da. So to be let into his circle was like an honour. That's the way he's making me feel.
Yeah, because that would happen.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really thought, yeah.
Okay. No. As long as you understand the message from him, okay? As long as you understand the message from him, then that's all what matters. But I just know he comes here and he's just larger than life. That's what I want to say. It just makes me feel larger than life and just mucking about. And he's also, and I don't even know what it is, you know where they run and they kick their legs up together or in the air? He's doing that, much as to say, I'm back where I was, okay? Because I feel his younger days, he was quite athletical and things like that. That's the way he's making me feel. Because that's how he's making me feel. So he's just letting you know that everything's fine, okay? Everything's fine. And I'm going to leave his love with you. You're more than welcome. Okay. Can I come to the lady with the white? Yes, my darling. Would you have Nan in spirit? Can I go to Mum's side of the family for Nan? Because she comes in here. Okay. It's almost as if you're a mini her. She says it's like having a mini me. You understand that. And I know comments would have been made within the family as well. And you've also got her temperament. Would you understand that? Because she laughs. She said if she's got something to say, she's going to say it. She's not going to take prisoners. I never did. I feel she's going to go into a great big speech here. But I just know, as harsh as people see her, she was actually doing it for their own benefit. Okay? And she says, you know how to let rip as well. But I also feel she's talking about like 0 to 60. So you can literally go 0 to 60 and yeah. She's saying there are on some occasions, hold back and listen to more information. Because had you had done that in the first place, I think you know what she's talking about. You could have saved all that energy, okay? And then you wouldn't have had to go, okay, so she's just giving automatically some advice there. And would you understand yourself or someone carries her name? She's talking about her name carrying on. You understand that. So just let, you know, she's very, very happy about that. Okay, you would also understand recently, I feel there's an anniversary of hers that has already gone. So it's either her passing or her birthday. But she's talking about the flowers that have been left for her. They're beautiful. You understand that. And thank you, and I know there's others, for not forgetting. You keep me alive. You keep me alive. And I just know she gets emotional with that. And when I said a mini me, which I do feel you are, she just makes me feel, when she hears people say that and they remember her, and you like to be known as a connection with Nan, it just fills her heart. Really, really fills her heart. She just wished she could have had longer with you. And she's laughing to give you more guidance. Okay. You also drive. Who's the driver within your family? Right. Okay. And there would be a boy. I want to go to the eldest boy, okay? Because, and this is nothing to worry about. This is just a little bit of ice. It's almost take that foot off that blooming pedal a bit, okay? And you understand what she's talking about, okay? Nothing's going to happen. I'm not, but it's just some advice, It's talking about a watched candle. I don't get that bit. Bear with me. Right, I think she's talking about two separate things. Her watch is still here. Would you understand that? Okay. And is it the third eldest child that has that watch? Oh, right, okay. Again, some of the information I will give, I definitely don't know, but sometimes when we research things, yeah, because I know it's there, but she almost goes to her third child born, okay? So please remember that. She's also going to April for me for a birthday, a celebration. I want to be around there and I want to be celebrating, okay? Now, is there a connection with Ireland with her? Right, okay, that's fine. Perhaps you can ask someone, because as I said that, I just see this beautiful green and I almost shot over to Ireland. So please check again. And I feel I'm going around Cork. That's where I feel there. I'll talk to you afterwards if I may as well, okay? There's personal stuff that I won't reveal, but I just know that there is immense love coming from you and a bit of guidance there, okay? A little bit of telling off from Nan, because I just feel that's what she would do. But as soon as she said something, it was done and dusted, okay? And you also understand that. I'm going to leave her love with you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're going to go. Ooh. Okay. I have a lady with me that has taken her own life. She feels responsible for her own passing. I feel I fall from a height. Like, I'm not quite sure what this is, whether this is a flat, whether it's a ledge, but I just feel I'm looking down and I fall from, I know there's a height, because I just come down. Okay, I'll come to you, my love. Anyone else understand my lady there? No. Okay, can I work with you? I just know I've got someone who's bubbly, okay? Not talking about the last 4 to 5 months before she passes. I want to go back. She's bringing back to when she was bubbly and she wasn't so confused, if I can put it like that. I also know, and she's talking about, I just feel there's new people she meets, okay? Either a new crowd or she started a new job, but there are new energies around her she meets, okay? They are not like the children she grew up with at school. They're almost different. Would you understand that? Yeah. And I just know as I start to work with their energy, I'd rather be back with my school friends. I feel a lot of trust here, okay, with certain friends. There is something that she's making me feel wasn't what I thought. If the grass wasn't greener on the other side, there is something to do with a group of people, okay? So I'm just letting you know how she felt. Do you also understand that within her body there was medication? I'm using the word medication. So I just know there is a great confusion with her. There is definitely an imbalance within her body. I know as I start to work with that imbalance, what you see on the outside wasn't always what was on the inside. I keep touching this mic, on the inside, or indeed in the home. Okay? I feel I want to go to a bedroom. I just want to be away from everyone. There's almost mood swings as well with this. Okay? And I just know their mood swings are up and down. I know help. I know I'm given help. That's the way she makes me feel. I know I'm sat down. I know I'm talked with. And I know someone's desperate to get me help. Okay? And just getting emotional. Okay. I just know as I work with her, I feel I just want to say sorry for causing so much heartache, for causing so much pain. And I just know that, she didn't mean none of that. She really didn't. It's just my head. I just feel I could really, beat myself up in a bad way. Their confidence was so low, and it's almost as if I feel her energy, and I'm not saying it was stolen by this group of people because we are personally responsible for ourselves, but there is some influence there that just makes me feel I wasn't good enough, okay? And she draws back from that emotion. Just as she was getting in there, she draws back again. Are you mum? Okay, I just know what you done for her, okay? She just makes me feel. And she's also talking about her funeral, and just, it's almost as if you made it like a fairy tale. There is something that is very, the words and everything else that was done for me, it was just like so special, so special. Okay, so I just know there's a huge thank you for that. But would you also understand that I just know there are more people turn up than you think would turn up? Yeah, because I was going to say, for me, they're outside the door as well. So the doors are open, and I just know they've got these speakers, I was looking for the word, that is going up, because I just know how much she's loved. But I don't feel that. I don't feel that, you see. And would you also understand, I almost feel I lose a bit of weight as well. I almost feel my clothes are a bit loose on me. Okay, you understand that. So she comes here today to just let you know how much she loves you. That's the first thing. And that love is unconditional. There's this huge apology again, absolutely huge, because she made you, I don't want to go too personal, but she made you fall to your knees, and you have had I'm not using that word either, a hard time moving on from that. Would you understand? Okay. She made me feel that you had trouble getting up and getting back into society. That's how she made me feel, as if I shut myself away for a while. If that is wrong, then this is my interpretation. Okay. Thank you. Again, my misinterpretation. But I just know there is something there, almost like a distance, and that's what I was going to say, because I just see the distance. You would understand that she is around you. And I don't know if you felt that, but she said, I'm more around now than I ever was. So I just know in everyday things, she keeps showing you how much she loves you. Right. Right. Because I just know, like even when a radio goes on, there's a song, it's almost you're chatting. That's what I felt, you was chatting. And even the song is answering you, and absolutely in sync. That's what I want to say, absolutely in sync. And I just know she's very proud of that. She's very proud of that, okay? And she just makes me feel that that energy of when she works for you and how, I want to say your mediumship's gone, as she's just making me feel. It's just almost open channels you never knew you was capable of going down. Can you understand that? Just show me all these different paths now that have been created, okay? She says you're the best. You're the best, okay? You're the best. And I'm literally going to leave her love with you, okay? And I say, I just feel she's pulling me towards you. I almost feel I'm going to be on your lap in a minute. But I just feel, I know there's a lot of love going to others as well, but it was important that that message got to you, okay? Bear with me. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. How am I going? How am I going? Oh, sorry. Have you lost a dog? Oh, right. Okay. Because it's almost as if, don't worry, I'm having a field day. Right. Okay. Because I just know, you see, she's got this dog, and they're having a field day sort of thing. Did this dog not do what she said? Because honestly, this dog she's saying she's looking after it, and all I can do is see this dog running everywhere. And I'm thinking, I don't think you've got control over that. Like, can you understand that? I just know this dog is going where it wants, and she's calling it, but it ain't. No, yeah, that's the way. But anyway, they're together. I don't know how close, but they're together. Okay. How am I doing it? Okay, thank you. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Yeah, I just feel such a funny, bubbly personality. Yeah. I feel that. Okay. Okay. Now I'm working with a gentleman, and there's almost something within that explodes. That's what I'm feeling. I'm not quite sure what area I'm in at the moment, but I just feel there's like, that's all I'm feeling at the moment. I know that's not much information, but there's almost something that explodes, whether this is an ulcer, whether this is, I don't know other things that explodes, but the heart, but there's definitely almost an impact here that is definitely felt. Does anyone understand that at all? You do. You do. You do. Okay. And this is the same person, I'm assuming. No. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. Now, I want to say the gentleman that I'm working with had, I want to say, a very dry sense of humour. Okay. I just feel he was witty, but he had his own sense of humour, but they would be lines that he's used before. Can you at constant, almost the same things that he would have said before? I don't know. it's almost I repeat my jokes. I'm not saying I don't get new ones, but he's got an answer for everything. That's the way he's making me feel. I want to go back to this this feeling of exploding. But I don't feel he dies fast, okay? He's not exploding, dropped to the floor, dead. I feel this goes on a bit. You understand? Okay. So I just know when I'm working with him, I've got to say, I feel I want to laugh and bellow. And you know, I don't know if he done song, but he would be a great like Pavarotti or something like that. Because I'm not saying the music wise, but the way he was. Can you understand that? Okay.
Ironically, the
Sorry.
person that you was working with is actually my cousin, and although the link was different, he was actually her uncle as well. So.
Right. Okay. Because I just know that I've just got this larger than life character, to say the least. Okay. And often his way was the only way, because he's just making me feel he would talk you round or give you 101 reasons why it should be done this way. You would understand that. Okay. And I'm assuming Mum understands this as well. Okay. So, because just as I said that, I just see roses in front of you. So I know there's roses being given to you, okay? And I feel he makes a joke, and I'm going to say this, because he gives you, I mean, this is a beautiful bouquet of roses with gypsophenia in and little white, you know, and he gives it and he laughs and he says, it don't cost me nothing, because he's going like that. So I just feel that, you know, money, he could have a good laugh about that. Okay. He's laughing, like saying, I wasn't tight. I was just careful with money. There is something there for you. But, okay. Okay. It's your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, sorry.
I really didn't realise.
I didn't realise it's your dad. And, of course, your husband. Okay. Okay, bear with me. I'm starting to feel emotional now. Okay. I just know, thank you, the medium shouldn't be taking the tissue. But I just know as I'm working with Francis, because I got France. First of all, I thought I got Frank, but it was Francis, and then it clicked.
But he was known by other people as Frank.
Oh, right. So, I'm glad I give you both now. But I just know he's coming in because he's talking about what you have recently done for him. So I don't know if you've tidied the plot where he is or you've put more stuff around it. There's some sort of honour to him. You understand? Because I just know he loves all this fuss. You know what I mean? He just loves it. I just feel I'm just enjoying this fuss and everything else. And you know he's around you at times. Now, if I go, got to be careful where we're going here. Would you understand in your bedroom, okay, if I walk in, it's almost I want to go to the left-hand side. He's talking about a photo of him. There is a picture or there is a photo. Would you understand that? In the living room. My mistake, because he showed me a 4-poster bed, okay? Now, I'm not saying you got a 4-poster bed, but he showed me the 4-poster bed. So whether he's having a laugh with me, I'm not quite sure. I think there's a joke there. Okay, so I went to the bedroom, okay? So my apologies, it is the living room, you just said. Okay, so you would understand, if I go to that photo, there's a couple of things about it. Would you understand there is something about it moving or falling down? Okay, because he's laughing. Again, I just feel his energy very much around you, and he's just doing something, and I feel you have a go at him. And like you're talking to him all the time and having a go at him. And it's like, so he's playing up to it. So he's doing things for you to almost have a go. You know, he loves that. And I feel when you do get a chance to sit out in the garden, okay, and there's also something out in the garden that you have planted for him. He's just gone to that as well. So I just know that you're sitting there, and even if you don't want to, because he's almost playing with you, you would turn and you look at this plant that you've planted for him. There is something about getting you, there is some joke about getting you to do what he wants, okay? And I feel it's a joke, but I know I'm sitting there quite happy having a tea or whatever, and you sense him, and you almost turn, and as you turn, I feel the plant's there, okay? So I just know there is some joke with him, and just showing you the wonderful connection you have with him. That's what he's making me feel. He leaves you with the flowers, okay, and his love. I'm going to say that, and his love. Got to stop worrying, he said. Stop worrying. Okay. I feel he's talking about the house. He's talking about something. I'm not necessarily going to say financial, but he's just saying, stop worrying. Okay. Because he's fine. He's definitely fine. Trust me, he's fine. I just feel this. Well, oh, God. And I feel he could do something with that stick. Yeah, I bet you could. Because that's what I'm just thinking. I feel I want to come and get your ear. Yeah, and just go, oi, like, but he knows it's in a playful manner. And I just know he wants to do that. Carry on doing the things your way. Your way. He comes in very strong with that. So I feel it was discussed on something you wanted to do years ago. Okay. And I just feel with that it's rocking and rolling now. And he uses that term, rocking and rolling. But more importantly, he said you could do it. The confidence and everything. Okay. You didn't need them. You understand that? You didn't need them. And with that, I'm going to leave his love with you because I know I'm running over. So I'm going to say thank you ever so much for working me. Thank you for working me. And there is a lot of love going out. Can I just say a huge, huge thank you for inviting me back again. I absolutely love it here. Absolutely love it. Wonderful people. There's some nutters with you, but, you know, you accept everyone, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Anyway, God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Foley!
Oh.
Try not to touch anything indiscreet. Doesn't happen very often. Well, I'm sure we can all agree what a wonderful demonstration that truly, truly was. To the extent that, yes, quite a few of us have had fluences with Petra. In actual fact, you know what? Because I confer honorary life membership from the world of spirit to Petra. Not that it would make any difference anyway, because she'd still turn up with issue 1 to 1. But yes, because I can do stuff like that now, because, you know. But yeah, honorary life member in spirit, Petra. And thank you, of course, for Dad as well. Remind me to tell you about the bedroom mistake that wasn't yours. That's all I'll say. But ladies and gentlemen, truly an honor, a privilege, and the love has been coming off the internet as well. Give it up for John Foley! Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, my friends, I've got some announcements, some notices, as always. Thank you to everyone who came to the workshop on Sunday. The new course of 12 will beginneth next month. As it was the workshop last week. This week, it is the drumming circle's turn. Of course, if you need to know anything about that, please see Eunice. But to let you know that it is between 10 and 1 on Sunday. See, post-it notes, they're useful. And which I've left myself a note there as well. We need to talk before you go home about getting into the room. Do you have a key? A key for that room? Then see me, because I have. So it would be difficult to turn up and not have a key for the door. So come and see me about it afterwards. On the next date of importance and significance, in spite of common misconceptions, there is the ability to do workshops online. And one of them is coming soon, because we've got one called The Way of the Candle, which is on the 27th of August between 10 and 2 on Zoom. It is £8. No, you don't get lunch, because just like hands-on healing, you can't do that online. But you can have yourself a packet of biscuits and a cup of tea and coffee while you work. But the Way of the Candle is a process of exercising one's own spirit senses by using a candle. And because I'm just so nice, you don't even need to have your own candle for the workshop, because I've got a 10-hour video of one. And believe it or not, you only need the image of it. So, well, I mean, let's be honest, it's not exactly the safest thing to light a candle, stick it on a table, and then disappear off to the spirit world for a couple of hours, oblivious to what's going on. So having a video is much safer, I feel, especially as clumsy as I am, as you can tell, you know. So the Way of the Candle is £8. It is on Zoom, and it's on the Sunday, the 27th of August, between 10 and 2. If you are interested, give me a shout. But it is being quite well received at the moment, so that's good. And then, of course, the other thing to mention is the 9th of September. We have got quite a big event going on here. It's not entirely our own. For those that don't know, I have great joy and privilege most of the time to be online with lots of other mediums. And one particularly fun time is when I'm on a Monday with a lovely medium in Australia called Glenda Marie. And she lives in Australia, but she's not going to be there much longer. She's on her way to Blighty, and she's bringing some friends too. Because in SPTV, there are some hosts. There is a lovely guy called Minty May, a wonderful gentleman called David Hale. If you've been around spiritualism any amount of time and near Cambridge, you'll recognise that name. And the wonderful Bill Hughes. They are not from round this neck of the woods. And, of course, Richard, the producer of the wonderful facility SPTV. And they are all coming here. They're going to be on that stage there, and we are hosting them. It's £10 a ticket. Tickets can be purchased online, and it's set to be a wonderful night. The mediumship will be from Glenda, from Bill, from David and Minty. And then afterwards, there will be a demonstration of trance mediumship. So it's quite a full night. And Richard, who runs SPTV, the producer, is bringing an infrared camera. And the trance will be over in that corner. The infrared camera will be on the trance. And the infrared camera image will be on that screen so everyone can see it in the hall as it happens. And the trance medium is going to be me. So, if you're interested, it's only £10. You know, you got 7:30 till about 10 o'clock mediumship for 10 quid from 5 different mediums, you know, rather than 90 minutes for just one. So, and half the price too. So it's well worth having a go, coming along and joining in. I know many of you already bought your tickets, but if you haven't, do come along. It's set to be a great night. And believe it or not, that's the longest ever notices I've had to read out. Our medium next week is... Oh, our medium next week is the lovely Linda Rose. Linda with a Y, Rose. So do come along. And it's funny that I have to say that this week because I've been typing your name in wrong again. So the worst thing to do would be on the poster. So Linda Rose will be our medium for next week. But for now, thank you all so very, very much. We're going to have a closing prayer, and then we are going to have tea, coffee, and whatever you fancy after the raffle. I can see there's some lovely prizes being donated this week as well. But again, a big thank you to Tony for leading the healing, to Debbie for a wonderful reading, to all of you for being here, truly. And finally, once more, to the lovely Dawn Foley! Boom! You know, we aren't singing hymns this week, so we can't be doing... Plus, I think it would exacerbate a problem, so we've got to have some fun somewhere. But friends, let's join together and close this evening very briefly in prayer as we say. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to unite under your banner of love, of laughter, of unity, of friendship and family. Let us take with us the joy and love we have experienced tonight and take it out into the world. Let us take with us also the message of the continuity of life, the truth that we go on. And let us take with us all of these things and share it out into the world, never giving an inch. And so I ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present, to keep safe, uplifted, healed and well, all those represented and their families. I also ask at this time again for our dear friend, Reverend Alan, and all those that we know in our hearts who are in need of upliftment, love and healing. But as we go out into the world, we remind ourselves that when in difficulty and strife, we do not ask to move the mountain. Just give us the strength to climb until we meet again in your name. Amen. Well, friends, that, as they say, is that. A big thank you to you all. We are going to say good night to our lovely friends online who have been enjoying themselves quite thoroughly. So from all of us here to all of you at home, good night and God bless you all. And so now, for those that have got tickets, the raffle. Blue to be true. 944. True blue, 944. There we go. Who am I going to pick on? Who am I? Oh, are you sure, dear? Because you can go and get one. Oh, bless you. Thank you, dear. Tony, pick a winner. Blue again. 963. 963. There we go. Back to the pinky ones. The pinky ones. 446. 446 on the pink. Okie dokie. How many have we got left? It's just been put back. So there's 2. 3 left. Cool. Oh, we'll have that one. 493 on the red. 493 on the red. $484 on the reddy pinky colour. 484. Oh no. Tumble dryer. Pick the last one, doll. I ain't taking all the blame for it.
Your last ticket is on the grey white, and it's 183.
183 on the white. The very last ticket to be sold. There we go. All done? Right. All done. Yes, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen and friends, thank you again for a wonderful evening of compassion, love and laughter. Thank you all. God bless you all. The kitchen's open. Go and fill your boots, loves. Yes. And can I just ask before you dash off, how much do we owe you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So put a ballpark figure on it here. Be honest. Oh, God, we can sort that out. What are you worried about? Bless you.